right now to prepare for what Buffett is waiting for. Look, I know what Buffett says. You can't time the market. Just stay fully invested, buy and hold forever. Well, tell that to Warren Buffett. Because Buffett absolutely times the market. He just does it with discipline, not emotion. And when I say time, he doesn't think he can pick the top or the bottom. He's just gonna sit there and say, if things are too expensive, I stay out. He doesn't guess when prices will fall. But when stocks get too expensive, he takes that step back. He sells stocks that are massively overvalued, and he holds cash and he waits. And when panic sets in and prices collapse, that's when he goes in big. Now let's rewind to the dot-com bubble of 2000. Everyone was buying tech stocks, stocks. A lot of them had no earnings, no profit. Just hype. Buffett sat out, in fact. At a big conference, he started talking about this never. He said, man, this guy just doesn't get it. He doesn't understand tech. And guess what? The market crashed, and Buffett went shopping. He bought high-quality companies at dirt cheap prices. Why? Because when stocks fall as a market whole, even great companies become better deals. Meanwhile, the momentum and hype clowns were all getting wiped out. Same thing in '08. Before the crash, he was building up his cash pile. He was avoiding overpriced garbage. Then Lehman collapses. Panic explodes and boom. Buffett steps in with billions. Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, GE. He made massive deals while the market was melting down. And those moves helped make billions of dollars for Berkshire. In fact, tens of billions. Go back even further. The late 60s, he shut down his partnership. He said there's nothing to buy. Guess what, guys? Right now we are 50 or 60% more overvalued than when he shut his partnership down in the late 60s. But fast forward to the 70s and 80s. The market went nowhere, but valuations got better. Buffett held cash. And then, when inflation and interest rates were running wild, he saw value, and he bought. He knew stocks were overvalued in the early 70s relative to what he's getting in return. So he waited patiently until the setup was right. This is what he always does. Buffett has said over and over that the best thing for the average investor is to consistently invest in a low-cost S&P 500 ETF or fund month after month, year after year. And he actually put in his will that when he dies, whatever money he leaves his wife and kids, 90% of it needs to go into low-cost index funds. The people who think they're smarter than the market. And it works because it's built on logic, not emotion. Not hype, not timing. Logic and discipline. When the market crashes, stocks get cheaper. That's not theory, it's math. And guess what? If there's a recession attached to it, maybe some revenue and profit drops too, so valuations might drop. But suddenly, great businesses get thrown out with the garbage, and that's where you're going to be able to step in. While everyone else is crying about red charts, you're going to stay calm, because you're going to stay focused, and you're going to look for great companies, the kind of companies that generate real profits, have low debt, have strong leadership, and have the competitive advantage to get through a bad recession or bear market. And when they fall to your price, what are you going to do? You're going to buy them. You don't have to sit out of the market to do this. You can keep dollar cost averaging into your ETFs, like SPI and VOA, but on top of that, you start building your watch list of high-quality stocks if they are selling below fair value, and you have an ample margin of safety. You buy even in today's market. I do the same thing, not by predicting the exact bottom, but by being ready when prices change, and the price goes well below value, and that opportunity is going to smack you in the face. You just have to stay disciplined. You have to follow these principles, and you have to recognize that every time in history, we've had a crash. They weren't disasters. They were opportunities every single time.